Hey everybody, Blind Way back. I'm Aaron.
I'm Calvin.
And we just finished another episode of DareDevil, so we're going to watch another one. What episode are we on now? 8?
8.
We're over halfway there, Calvin.
Yay.
There's only like 5 more left or something.
Is there?
I don't know, I can't count.
13 episodes.
Did I do it right? Yay,
Yeah.
I can count. I got better. Now if only I could read.
Which is another reason why we still don't know the title of this episode.
Nope, don't know it. I'm lucky I knew the number.
Yeah.
But last episode we got to meet Stick, and they killed a little boy.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they didn't. Stick killed a little boy.
Stick killed a little boy.
But that was pretty cool.
Matt was pissed.
Well, that wasn't cool. They killed a little boy. But it was a cool episode to meet the mentor and kind of get that story. And then we start seeing Foggy develop as the new Daredevil.
Foggy for Daredevil.
It's going to be my ongoing thing now. Foggy being the new Daredevil. It's going to be awesome. We got to see Foggy save Karen. And then Karen brought Foggy into the fold of the reporter and his
Ben.
little hierarchy of triangle stuff.
With
the king and
crazy
the jack.
wall. Yeah.
Who trumps who? It depends if you're playing poker or if you're playing euchre.
Yeah.
And then what trump is.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're not playing euchre. We're watching Daredevil. So let's watch Daredevil.
Yeah. Bed sheets.
Fisk!
The White Rabbit.
Think that's what he's looking at?
I think so. Yeah.
Kind of looks like a piece of tile, doesn't it?
Yeah. Like a marble.
Yeah.
Wilson Fisk, the cook, huh?
Yeah.
Midnight cook.
Guys can't cook?
No, I'm just saying that's an interesting facet of his personality.
Feminist? No.
You cook, I cook. What's
know.
the big fucking deal?
No, I'm saying men should cook. His robe is very dangly. His wrist. His wrist is dangly. Nothing else. Not that dangly.
Oh, did you catch the flip?
Yeah.
That was you didn't catch the flip.
Wow,
So
he
many
has
suits.
all the same.
They're not all the same.
Well, see, there's the ones there that are brand new, and the ones over there that are faded, and the ones over there that are faded.
How about they're just organized by color?
I want him to wear a white suit. What's a beat up little kid doing in his house?
Maybe.
Welcome to Wilson Fisk, the Netflix original. I will say, I don't know. I don't feel like that opening pulled me in as much as the other ones have before. Some of the other openings I feel like have been like...
Yeah. I mean, it certainly wasn't as action-packed, but I think it was more intriguing than it was just like, hey, pay attention!
Wilson had a bad childhood. Done.
Well, we don't know that he had a bad childhood.
He's all
We
beat up and
assume
bloody.
he did.
He's just gonna think about, oh, I was a kid. I'm all beat up and bloody. I'm a mean little kid.
Maybe the reason he was all bloody and he always wears his father's cufflinks is because he killed his father. Because his father was a drunk.
How long do you think I should grow my hair? Matt, what's your take on that? Mullet, full pony?
Holy shit, did you fall down again?
If anyone's gonna be skulking, it's me.
Yeah. Nobody goes alone.
You need to.
Fisk flashback, right?
I'm guessing.
We're just gonna play instruments all episode. There we go. Where's the lyrics? Oh.
Mom don't like music.
This town needs an enema.
He most certainly does
But
not.
Dad let me take a sip from his glass.
Wait. I need to take this.
Is it Vanessa or something?
He's talking to Vanessa, I think.
Alright.
Be nice, Vanessa.
I was like, that's the only person I think that he would talk nice to.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yes.
Wesley.
We have a situation.
Nope.
Wait!
Detective Blake.
Man.
In round figures.
100,000?
For less than $500,000, you would
Huh?
kill someone you grew up with? Wait.
That's what?
Okay.
What?
No, I misheard you.
It's like 3 million, right? Or at least be
Yeah.
3 million. I ain't gonna know none less.
3.5.
3.5 million. If I ever have an incident, you don't take my life right away. You let me know that there was an issue.
And I'll fix it. Like a jet out of Gale free card.
Yeah, I want to jet out of Dale.
Freaking dyslexia. Or it's poisoned.
It's got a silence bullet inside the meat.
A silenced bullet.
Yeah, just
Probably got a syringe in
it's
it.
an exploding meatball sub.
Probably
It's like
got
How I
a
Met Your Mother.
syringe
It's like
in
How I
it.
Met Your Mother. Exploding meatball sub.
It's got a syringe in it.
Damn it! I was so close.
Good. Needles. It's going in a tube, Aaron.
I
Chill.
still don't like the needles. Don't.
It's not even. It's a tube,
He's
Aaron.
still killing him. He's still killing him. He's still killing him.
Yeah. Well, you knew that was gonna happen.
Oh, how did he get in there? Now he's gonna get blamed for killing
The
him.
window.
I hope they find a needle in his partner.
I hope they do too.
Say something funny. Say something funny. Go ahead. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Want someone to get his licks in?
It's people like this that want to keep you down. Keep you afraid. You have to show them that that can never happen. You gotta show them that you're a man. Kick him. Don't give me that look like your mother. You do what I tell you. Kick him. Kick him. Kick him again. Kick him. Keep kicking him. Kick him. Harder. Kick him. Kick him.
Maybe you get to see the flip this time. Nope. It's a marble top table. Thing weighs like
Get out.
1,000 pounds probably. That thick.
Sure is marble.
If there's anything I can
It's made of metal. It is marble. Wow.
That's
Sit here,
why.
You stare at that wall. And you think about that.
It
My
reminds
son
me of the wall at
should
home.
be a key.
You had to be the big shot.
slap her.
You had to have your face plastered.
Not enough I get that shit out there?
No!
Shut up!
He needs a calming spirit.
You don't believe in me! Shut up! Stop it! Gets that shit from you.
Get the saw.
Tell me everything you know.
Get out of the rain first.
Go to a coffee shop and ooh. What?
No, I just look up and as a woman. Just completely derailed what you were saying.
No one should have to live in fear.
Got ahead of the curve.
Fear of madmen.
So So he brings himself out in the light in the way he wants, rather than being pulled into it.
Yeah.
That's how they. I mean, everything was slowly about doing that, and now that he's done it himself, it kind of derails everything that was.
Yeah, it completely.
Yeah.
If anybody else says anything bad about him, then it's just, oh, the only reason you're doing this is personal reasons. You hate him, whatever. It takes the power away from the people who knew what was going on before.
Yeah, well, now he plays goody good to the cameras and to the public, and still has his dark side of stuff. But now people know who he is, and if he pretends to be good, they'll be like, "Oh no, he's a great man. What are you talking about?" As opposed to saying all the stuff and pulling him out, which is what the article's going to do.
Yeah.
I wonder if Ben is going to view this as the devil was trying to play him, or if he's going to see what's really going on and be like, he, beat us to the punch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, we were both right about the kid, I think. He
Yeah.
did have a terrible childhood, and I think you said he killed his dad and has blood all over him.
Yeah, and that's why he wears his cufflinks. And
So both occurred. I mean, he did have a terrible childhood and got beat up by people and stuff, and then got tired of his dad and killed his dad.
yeah.
So,
Which
Alright.
it's interesting that he said, even though it stemmed from his father beating his mom, he still insists that he did it for himself, not for her. I can see that. Like, with everything that was going on, he made him stare at the wall and think about the kind of man he was going to be.
yeah. Well, I mean, that was one thing I wrote down, too, was I feel like, not even just in the Marvel universe, but just in movies in general, a lot of times, like, you'll get a villain that you hate because he's the villain, you're supposed to hate him.
Right.
But I feel like Fisk has been one of the first villains I've seen in a long time that you feel for him. Like you can almost see his vision, almost his standpoint of like what happened to him and why he became that way and why he wants to make it a better place, but he's going about it kind of a different way.
Well, he's going about it like a psychopath would, with no empathy for basically ends justify the means.
Mm-hmm.
He wants it to be done quickly in his lifetime, and all the people that he saw growing up who tried to make a change, either it didn't work out or they didn't make enough of a change.
Yeah, but see, like rather than getting rid of the drug and stuff like that, he's working with Madame Gal to distribute her drugs and things like that. Instead of trying to make his place better by getting rid of it,
well,
he's still working with it.
That's the hard fight. Like he said before, he's trying to make the city crumble before it rebuilds. He's trying to destroy everything that's there and just leave the bad people, like the Russians, so he can just take them out. And everybody that's outside of that doesn't know what's going on will think that was the right thing to do. Those were bad people. Now they're gone. Now we have our city back.
What's he gonna do? Like make it so bad that everyone wants to leave or something?
Well, either the people who can leave, or the people that are there get caught up in it and they weren't worth saving. I don't know.
I like the way that Wesley translated for him.
Yeah.
It was more of a, well, they're not happy.
Yeah.
It wasn't like
he actually censored for him a little bit.
He said he hates you because of this.
Yeah.
It was like, well, he's not happy with you. That kind of stuff. But at the same time, I like that Fisk was faking not knowing the language or languages, because if you're in a place where people speak another language and expect that you just speak English, because a lot of people just speak English, then when they start being sincere in their native tongue with each other, talking about whatever, you can still understand what they're saying and what's going on.
Yeah.
So it kind of does give him a one-up on that kind of stuff. Like if he's with Nobu, and he's with his little group, and they're all chatting away in Japanese, he can still know what they're saying, even though they might be saying more truthful stuff. Or so I like that.
Yeah, that was really interesting. I really caught that look of surprise on Wesley's face. It's like, even though Fisk has had Wesley translate for him,
didn't even tell him that he knew.
He didn't even know. So I think that's a very interesting thing. I think Wesley was most upset that he was just toyed with like that. Mm-hmm. That he had been helping Wilson for so long, and he'd just been used, you know. I felt there was a little bit of resentment there, but also like he understood, and you know, he compartmentalized it, and then everything was fine. And when Wilson needed help, he was still there.
Mm-hmm.
So I really like the boss, employee, friend kind of relationship that they have.
Yeah, the relationship between Wesley and Fisk is kind of unique compared to like anyone else that's kind of under him.
It's kind of like a partnership, but Wilson is still definitely.
I think it goes back to his father, where his father said about if you want respect, you have to give respect, and I think Wesley gives him respect, so he gives it back.
Yeah. As
opposed to a lot of other people, partners or other underlings that don't quite show the respect, he treats them how he needs to at the time, you know.
And I notice now a lot more, but thinking back about when Wesley was talking to anybody and they were disrespectful, it angered him visibly. When he was saying, you know, we don't call him that, we say our employer, and the Russians still tell your boss Mr. Fisk, and you could just see, like, you could tell he saw red a little bit.
Yeah,
from that,
of course.
Partially from, you know, we don't say his name, but also he was blatantly disrespecting him.
Yeah.
So
did you like the wall and painting?
Yeah,
connection.
Yeah, that was. See, I had been wondering why he wanted a painting to make him feel alone.
Like that,
yeah. I think it's partially a reminder to himself, like everything that he did, he has done for himself, and also like wearing the cufflinks. You know, it's a constant reminder of the kind of man he wants to be.
That he's not a monster.
That he's not a monster. That these things that he's doing are necessary evils.
He's just a very deep character.
He's a very compassionate.
All of it really goes to his character with it, and I like it.
Yeah.
You know, like I said before, like think of any other character. Like think of a villain just from the Marvel universe, or just any of them. Movie, really. I mean, you know, like a couple of the ones that are a little bit deeper than that would maybe be Jebediah Stane from the first Iron Man.
Yeah.
Maybe Loki. But I mean, when you think about most of them, maybe even Red Skull. But for the most part, he's just even like he's a bad guy. You don't know why. You just know he's a bad guy. The one guy from Iron Man 2, Whiplash, or whatever version of him they had. He just wanted revenge, so he was a bad guy. You know, and just stuff like that. It's just they're bad because they need to be bad.
Yeah,
and that's it. So this one, it seems a lot more twisty. You know, more pieces to it. More
not just black and white.
Yeah, some screws loose. Man, that's why he's like that. But
he's still a person, and he's trying to do the right thing. But the way he goes about it is not a sane mind.
Yeah, most wouldn't say so. Vanessa seems to be okay with the way he's going about it, which seems weird because at first she didn't seem like that kind of person, and now it seems like she's kind of shifted. I'm like, what?
Well,
all right, whatever.
She sees
the good in him.
She sees the good in him, and she sees, you know, the power that he does have. You know, he could actually make New York, Hell's Kitchen, a better place. But I don't think she's entirely right in the head.
Maybe she's not right in the head, but I don't know if a lot of people in this are as right in the head as we would hope anyhow, because with the hospital visit with the Officer Blake, like, he just straight up shot police officers, right?
Yeah.
But then he supposedly broke in, assaulted the one police officer, and then injected him with like a poison or whatever to kill him.
Yeah.
Why not just come in and just shoot him in the face and leave, you know?
Forensically, if you were building a case against him, the MO would not follow.
Yeah, I mean, if he was going to be if he's that brutal anyway, with pretty much any time of anything, you know, he beat up the police officers there when he got Vladimir, you know, he supposedly shot these other police officers, you know, he kicked the ass of some other officers down in those tunnels. Why do you come in and you're, like, quietly inject someone with whatever you injected them with? You know what I mean?
If he could get in the window he could do anything he wanted to and then get back out the window before the people outside
He
could have
come
gotten
in
in.
and smothered him.
Yeah.
You know, it wouldn't really matter because at that point, if you know that, but you just need to finish the job, which I didn't quite get that anyhow. Like,
Yeah.
he just shot some random officers, or he specifically targeted those officers. Why would he need to finish the job?
Why would he need... Yeah, basic...
Like that kind of...
That mentality there is he needed to come back and finish the job. What job was he doing to begin with? What motive did he have for picking that specific officer out and shooting him?
I just wonder if it's part of like just Fisk trying to just twist the news to what he wants, or just some media just being like, "Hey, we need a news article. This guy's a bad guy. We'll just roll with this," you know? Or like I just wonder where it's stemming from and why it's not kind of. I feel like more investigation would have led it the right way, or just even more thought into it. I don't know, but
yeah, it definitely seems like there's not a whole lot of like rational thought when putting these facts together. Like any kind of just thought progression logic on it would have been kind of telling of why.
Yeah, but like I said, at the same time, he has people on payroll, so I'm like, what hand does that have into it? Or people just like, just go with it. So that's what I wonder.
I mean, it could be because I don't think Fisk had any hand, or Wesley had any hand in what the partner's statement was. He just spun it in a way that he thought would work out best, you know?
Yeah, I'm sure he was just like, I got assaulted, and then apparently he killed this guy.
Yeah.
I don't know because I was knocked out.
Which...
I found this on the floor. Here's a needle.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Wrapped in a saran wrap that was inside the sandwich.
Why is this covered in marinara sauce? I don't know.
Dude, you got me. One thing that I was interested, again from last episode, when Stick was talking about hurting the man who Fisk was afraid of.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Ben asked Matt, "Are you sure he's the man at the top?" It kind of struck a chord with me. It's like, well, is he actually? Because Fisk hid well for so long. Could there be someone else in control of everything?
Someone else higher?
Someone else even higher than Fisk?
We've never seen him like trying to be talking to somebody and it being secretive, and I've never felt like he was being played and controlled at all. You know, I always felt like he was pulling more of the strings, so to say.
Well, he is a very capable man. I would say that autonomy is probably best in a volatile situation like that.
I don't know. So much stuff lately has been going wrong, though. I feel like if someone was above him, something would have been said to him, or someone would have been, rather than just like the partnery people that he has with him.
I mean, like Madame Gao mentioning, you know, if I notice these things, other people sure will too.
Yeah. I feel like someone else would have said something. So I think that he's at the top, but, I mean, who's to say he can't be afraid of, you know, the Hulk? You know?
I mean, yeah.
Just someone who's over here, not part of what he's doing, but still someone
still
who's
a very powerful enemy to him.
Yeah. So
that makes sense.
All right, guys, that's gonna be it for this episode 8 of Daredevil. Hopefully you guys liked it. If you did, make sure you like down below, subscribe, leave in comments thoughts you have down below. We will be getting on to episode 9 very soon.
Yep.
And while you're at it, make sure you're checking out blindwave.net. It's our Blindwave HQ website, basically, for everything Blindwave, from reactions to Let's Plays to our forums and our live feed. So you can also see our Patreon account there. Our store should be opening up somewhat soon. And just a lot of other things to come. If you ever have any questions, thoughts, any of that kind of stuff, I'm sure a lot of the answers are on blindwave.net. If not, you can ask here or in the forums there at blindwave.net. Yep. A lot of chatter going on over there from a lot of people, so thank you for supporting and using our website. Other than that, I'm excited to see what happens next.
Yeah.
This was a very good Fisky episode.
It was very Fisky.
I want to see what Matt's going to do now that Fisk is out in the open.
And he's taken all of his power away.
What's next? Going to run for governor? Mayor? Something like that, you know?
I mean, he seemed to get a really warm welcome there at the press conference.
So let's see what happens next. I'm excited. Until then, I'm Aaron.
I'm Calvin.
And we'll see you guys next episode.